It turns out Gellert Grindelwald's biggest crime was wasting audience's time. What?
Because we're beautiful. Future. Forever. My regular niffler.
Hello beautiful people, how's it going? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about an absolute tragedy that's happening in the wizarding world today. I don't know how to feel about any of this. If you guys don't already know, the embargo for Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald was released this morning, which basically means that critics who've seen the movie can talk about it online without being prosecuted illegally. And let's just say reviews weren't all that great. As a Harry Potter fan, I am used to everything that J.K. Rowling creates be just regarded really, really well in the world of critics. I mean, I know that The Cursed Child was a thing that happened, but she didn't really write that. And now The Crimes of Grindelwald is out, and some critics don't really like it. I mean, it's basically a 60 to 40%. I mean, I'm really glad that the 40% are the ones who don't like it and the 60 did, because at least that still means that more people liked it than didn't like it. But what the hell is going on? I swear to God, I have been following the film industry for the past year and a half now, and I haven't seen a single movie get shat on as much as Crimes of Grindelwald did yesterday. It's shocking. And as a Fantastic Beasts fan, a Harry Potter fan who's literally just spent all of his YouTube time just talking about Fantastic Beasts, it is heartbreaking. And I haven't seen the movie yet, but at the same time, I can't help but be a bit nervous because these critics are all kind of saying similar things. I would like to point out that the fans who saw the movie early absolutely adored it. Every single one of them. All of the people on Twitter, all of the fans who actually got to see it and commented on my videos said that I would firstly love it and that they had a blast seeing it. And I would like to point out that all of the critics did mention that the twists in this movie are really what make it brilliant. And that's really great for me because I've been theorizing on this movie for the past couple of months on this channel, and you guys know that. You guys have seen them all. And so at least we'll get to go in and see which theories were right and which theories were horribly wrong. As of right now, The Crimes of Grindelwald is sitting on a 60% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Last night, it was sitting on a 59%, which meant it was actually rotten. But now, the review is counted as fresh because it's 60% or above. So let's really hope that the movie hasn't gone down from last night, because wow, I would be very upset. So I thought a really fun thing to do today would be to read all of the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. And when I say all of them, I don't actually mean all 37 reviews. I just mean, let's say the first 15, so we can get a clear idea of what these critics are saying, and so we can have fun, because this has been so heartbreaking, and I might as well turn it into something productive. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald is such a great addition to the Harry Potter universe, and fleshes things out. Great! Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald is an unfocused, overwhelming, and ultimately numbing sprawl that seems to drag on forever. I mean, if you really thought it was that boring, then why write a review on it? The Crimes of Grindelwald has more to say than its predecessor, but the message gets jumbled in the process, leaving viewers wanting more, or at least a little more breathing room. I actually find that review quite honest and really, really nice. I mean, this guy is saying that the movie leaves you wanting more, or he's saying that the movie leaves you unsatisfied. I'm gonna take the wanting more route. More of a Wizarding World experience than a complete film in itself, Crimes of Grindelwald will at least leave audiences desperate to know what's going to happen next. I've heard that the final 2 minutes of the movie are shocking, and one of the biggest twists in the film is in the final minutes, and wow, you guys, that's very exciting. The Crimes of Grindelwald is too busy bouncing all over the place, stuffing subplot after subplot into the mix. I'm not very surprised about that. I mean, let's be honest, we've all known that Crimes of Grindelwald is going to be a huge movie with a bunch of secondary characters. We've talked about Lita Lestrange, Yusuf Kama, Nicholas Flamel, Nagini, Credence, all of them. And they're all going to fit in this movie, along with the main quartet and Dumbledore and Grindelwald. I think critics should have known this before they walked in, and if they did, they might have enjoyed it a lot more. Because I can tell you for a fact that the fans who went in knowing what this movie was going to be about, loved it. And those who wanted a regular blockbuster, like a frickin' Avengers movie, came out unsatisfied. And I think that's their fault. The Crimes of Grindelwald has one of the biggest third act reveals in the whole Harry Potter series. This is actually what one of the critics said. This is honestly so exciting. As a middle film in a 5-part series, it sometimes struggles under the pressures of juggling numerous storylines and maneuvering its cast into places for later movies. However, the ending does make up for it. Again, wouch. That's amazing. It's a thrilling, breathtaking, fantastical extravaganza filled with wonder, spectacle, and delight that goes beyond what they first delivered. That's really great. Look, I'm very happy that The Crimes of Grindelwald is even better than Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, because you guys know I loved the first movie, but I can assure you I may never watch it again. I mean, I watched it like 9 times now. Like, when I say 9 times, I mean 9 times from beginning to end. That was a really good like wand movement. I managed to get that on either side of the camera. Do you see it? From beginning to end. Yeah. Rowling has surrendered to her maximalist tendencies and so cluttered up the story that you spend far too much time to untangle who did what to whom and why. I know a lot of people have said that the red herrings in this movie are not only entertaining, but like purely annoying because you feel like they waste time. But then again, I mean, it's a 2-hour movie about finding out who Credence is. It's gonna be fleshed out. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald is a juicy bit of storytelling, and I'm dying for the next chapter. Also, I would like one baby Niffler, please. I really hate critics who are cheesy, but you know, she said something positive and that made me excited, so I'll just go with it. The second chapter in Rowling's 5-part story, it's a film stuffed with characters, big moments, and an impressive spectacle, but still feels bizarrely underpowered. And that's a fresh review. So the person is saying that they liked the movie, because they gave it a 3 out of 5, but then again says that it isn't great. So I don't know what it is that gives this movie mixed reviews. Is it the fact that it's very overstuffed? Is it the fact that not everyone liked it? Is it the fact that maybe they focused on the wrong thing? Is it that there isn't enough Dumbledore or Grindelwald? Or that there are too many subplots? I don't understand. Because people are saying that the visual effects are great. They're saying that the soundtrack is amazing. So I'm really having a hard time understanding what it is that makes people unanimously feel like this is a mixed bag. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald is a magical must-see, a bolder and darker installment that builds upon the first and is sure to delight Harry Potter fans, new and old. I think that's a positive note to leave it on, because the rest, oh my, the rest are really something. So I really want you guys to tell me how excited you are down in the comments below, because we are only 5 days away from the release of Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. I have been making videos on Fantastic Beasts ever since August of 2017, and we have been on a journey ever since the first Fantastic Beasts came out. You know, I've been waiting for this second movie. I didn't want to say The Crimes of Grindelwald because it wasn't The Crimes of Grindelwald back then. And I really felt like you guys went with me on this journey of literally just waiting for this movie to come out, and now we're only 5 days away, and that's very exciting. In terms of the critic reviews, I'm not bothered at all. It was a bit funny, but then again, seeing a 60%, like it's just barely on the fresh side, and if it dips down to rotten, people who care about critics will not necessarily want to go see the film, and if the film flops in the box office, there could be a risk that we don't get the rest of them. However, we know for a fact that number 3 is still happening. It's just 4 and 5 that I might be a bit concerned about. I would like to point out that I really highly doubt that Fantastic Beasts would flop in the box office, because the fans are absolutely insane and love it so much. Like I said, I'm not worried at all, but I did think it was a fun kind of thing to talk about, and I did find it kind of entertaining how people trashed the film that I was so excited for all year. My excitement has not changed at all, because I know what I'm going into, I know what this movie is about, and I have analyzed this movie from top to bottom, so there's almost no way, hopefully, that I would not be able to enjoy this film. And I really feel like this is a movie for the fans, maybe not necessarily for the critics. It's for the people who adore the world of Harry Potter and want to learn more about the lore. Also, this movie is number 2 out of 5. You guys have to understand that this is a process. This story is a process. Maybe we're not gonna get a lot in the second, but that means we're gonna get a lot in the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. Just like how the Order of the Phoenix, actually no, the Order of the Phoenix had a lot. Let's just say the Half-Blood Prince movie. I mean, that didn't really do much in the grand scheme of things apart from introduce us to Horcruxes. However, Horcruxes are the most pivotal part of destroying Voldemort. So realistically, call that Crimes of Grindelwald. But you guys need to understand that we haven't seen the movie yet. And I bet you that when I walk out of it, I'm going to love it with all of my heart. And again, my review comes out the day that I see it. I'm going to see it in the morning. because they don't do midnight screenings here, and so I'm going to put aside all of my work and go see it in the morning, and just immediately come home and make an initial reactions video. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to do a movie review, an initial reaction, and a spoiler review for you all. I know that it's a lot, but I really feel like we need to discuss the events that happen in this movie, and I really hope it blows me away. So here I am, 5 days before the release of Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. I hope you all remember me this way. No, I'm not. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. But this was fun. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like and a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel to see a lot more Harry Potter content. Bye guys!